Hello guys, welcome back to the world of English exams. Today we are going to cover how to write the body paragraphs and the conclusion for the essay type problems and solutions. Do you remember that in the previous video I have told you how to write an introduction paragraph for such an essay type, and this video is the second part of that, in which we are going to continue writing the essay. Especially I am going to teach you how to frame the body paragraph and the conclusion with detailed tips and tricks. So do stay tuned till the end of the video to know the exact and precise information, and also I am going to take the example of a question belonging to this type from the Cambridge past papers to teach you the same. So without any further delay, let's continue today's video. So there are various types of essays in the IELTS writing test for both academic and general. The first one is discuss both views. Second one, discuss both views and give your opinion. Third one, do you agree or disagree? Fourth, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Then problems and solutions, that is going to be covered in this video. Then causes and effects, which is much similar to problems and solutions. Then advantages and disadvantages. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? And final question type is two-way question or double question. So if you are looking for detailed information and informative videos about all these question types and many more videos on the IELTS test, the best channel to find them all is World of English Exams. So do subscribe to our channel if you haven't. So let's see the basic structure of an essay. Then we are going to categorize specially about the essay structure pertaining to the introduction, body and the conclusion. So this is how the general structure would look. It would contain an introduction followed by body paragraphs, which can be either 2 or 3 depending on the essay type, and then finally we have to write the conclusion. So this structure should remain constant for whatever the essay type is. So having understood the 3 different divisions or parts of an essay, let's look in more detail about how to write and how to structure the essay. So as you can see, this infograph demonstrates the various segments in an essay. Firstly, the band that is given above shows how to write an introduction. The introduction basically would contain 3 parts: paraphrase of the question, followed by thesis statement and an overview. So I have explained about this in detail in my previous video about how to write an introduction for problems and solutions essay. If you did not have a check on that, don't worry, I am going to give the link in the description box. So do check that video out before understanding this, so that you will get a concise idea about how to write this kind of essay. Followed by the introductory paragraph is the structure of a body. As you can see, it is in the form of a circle or a cycle. So if you can see the first quadrant that is highlighted in blue, you can see that there is a topic sentence with which the body paragraph should start. Regardless of how many of a body paragraphs you are writing, please follow the same structure so that you give a proper orientation and connection. After writing the topic sentence that summarizes and picturizes the main idea, so after you have given the reader about what the main idea of the paragraph is going to be, then following that you need to write a supporting idea in which you need to give some evidence as to why that point should be believed. So once you have given the supporting idea, you can see that there is something called survey or experience that can be a fake survey. Okay, so you are giving a statistical detail just to prove your point. That can be a numerical statistic, or maybe you're talking in general about an improvement that has happened in a country, or maybe you're talking about the negative consequences. That depends on the question. Then you can also give your own experience or your personal perspective. So after the fake survey comes internal conclusion. So this is not a mandatory part of the body paragraph. However, if you are giving this, then it means that you are relating back to the central idea of the paragraph. And always remember, Unless and until it is mentioned in the question, please write one idea in one paragraph. So don't extend the paragraph too much or don't make it too small. Okay. So maintain a moderate length by selecting one major idea and explaining that with relevant and detailed examples in favor of your argument. So I hope the structure is very clear. Now let's look at how to write the body paragraphs. And by the way, the question that we have selected is as follows. Please look at the question. Okay, so nowadays we are producing more and more rubbish. So the amount of trash that is being generated by us is on a rise. Then what are the reasons for this and how can the government solve this? So in the thesis statement we have mentioned the various causes for this problem, which I am going to further elucidate in the body paragraph. So now how do we write the body paragraph 1? And guys, do check out the entire video, because once I have given you the structure in detail, now I am going to explain sentence by sentence of how to write this essay, the body paragraphs and conclusion precisely. So do stay tuned with me. Okay, so as you can see, this is how I have divided the body paragraph into sentences, so that for you it will be very easy to understand and recollect your points, and you can also write a brilliant body paragraph for the same essay. So how to introduce the first problem? If you can see the question asks you to give reasons, which means you need to give at least 2 reasons. That is the meaning of plural, isn't it? So now how do we write the topic sentence? I should start it with an appropriate linker. First and foremost, one of the prime causes for the increase of debris is nothing but waste, is the rapid population growth. So the first reason I have stated is the rapid population growth. So overpopulation, basically obviously increase in the population is directly linked to increase in trash, isn't it? So yes, now I have given the first cause as overpopulation. Now for the reader to understand this better, I should give a supporting statement for that. So how to start it? To delve into this, to research further into this, the rate at which the food products are consumed is proportionately linked to the rise in the number of individuals. So more number of individuals, more is the food product consumed and higher is the rate of pollution and debris. So which is the main culprit behind the dramatic surge? Surge is increase, the synonym for that. Surge in the amount of domestic garbage. So high amounts of domestic garbage are released just because of overpopulation. So this is how I must support the point that I have mentioned. Now do you remember that we have to give reasons? So I have to give the second reason as well. For that I need to add the second sentence or the third sentence, what is called topic sentence for the problem number 2. How do I extend that? With a linker. Furthermore, to meet the basic amenities for the growing population, industries are manufacturing disposable plastic products that would eventually end up in a landfill. So I am telling the reader, not just overpopulation, but because the basic needs of these people must be met. So what are the industries and manufacturing units doing? They are increasing the amount of usage of plastic, which is non-biodegradable, because it is synthetic. It is not a natural one. So it is non-biodegradable, and hence all these non-biodegradable harmful waste materials are piling up in the landfill. And added to this is uncurbed consumerism. Consumerism is nothing but purchase of products. So people are purchasing unnecessary products. That is called uncurbed. So nobody is there to stop them. So uncontrollably they are going on purchasing products. So people these days are buying merchandise that is unnecessary for them and disposing them once they are old. So once the validity or let's say the warranty period is over, so they are being disposed. So because of that, what is happening? The trash is further increasing in amount. So now I am going to give the next sentence, which is a survey. And as I told you, this need not be a realistic survey. It can be a false survey, which is just there to support the idea. What is that? The population growth as well as uncurbed consumerism and plastic are the main culprits behind the increase in the rubbish. So a survey conducted recently shows that a staggering is nothing but an alarming rate. And a staggering 80% of the total wastes in the UK are non-biodegradable plastic products. So now this point rightly elucidates my idea and it explains the idea in a better way. So finally, how do I write the internal conclusion? Thus, the reasons for the increased litter are overpopulation and accelerated use of non-biodegradable materials. So I am just summing up whatever I have done in the body paragraph, whatever I have explained in the body paragraph, I am just summing up in the final point. So now how would this look like? So this is how the paragraph would look like. First and foremost, one of the prime causes for the increase of debris is rapid population growth. To delve into this, the rate at which the food products are consumed is proportionately linked to the rise in the number of individuals, which is the main culprit behind the dramatic surge in the amount of domestic garbage. Furthermore, to meet the basic amenities for the growing population, industries are manufacturing disposable plastic products which would eventually end up in a landfill. Added to this is uncurbed consumerism. People these days are buying merchandise that is unnecessary for them and disposing them once they are old. A survey conducted recently showed that a staggering 80% of the total waste in the UK are non-biodegradable plastic products. Thus, the reasons for the increased litter are overpopulation and accelerated use of non-biodegradable materials. So, as you can see, all the ideas are well connected and I have written a perfect body paragraph for this essay type where I have included both the problems. Now what is the second part of the question? How can the government solve this? So in my second body paragraph, I have to propose certain solutions that the government can take certain measures to control or tackle this problem. But before that, I want you to try writing the body paragraph, for which I would be giving you 5 minutes of time. So please take 5 minutes of time and write the body paragraph following the same idea, whatever idea you generate. So the time of 5 minutes begins now. Please write your points in the comment section and we would be happy to receive your comments. Come on, start writing. minutes up. Three minutes up. You have 2 more minutes to finish writing the body paragraph. Last 1 minute. Yes, time up. So, as you might have seen, so writing a body paragraph is not a difficult task, but it takes a little bit of practice, and that too, the practice should be proper so that you can actually use the same technique for writing the essay in the main exam. Now, let's look at how to write the solutions, that is the body paragraph 2. So again we start the body paragraph with a topic sentence that would highlight the solutions, the measures that can be taken by the government in this case. Although there are various causes for the inflation of waste, that is the dramatic increase in the waste, that is called inflation of waste, this problem can be alleviated. Alleviated is nothing but controlled, lowered in extent. So this problem can be alleviated by the government if certain measures are taken. So now I am indicating to the writer, to the reader, that in this body paragraph I am going to highlight the solutions. What is solution number 1? Firstly, strict enforcement of the law against the use of plastic products can mitigate the severity of the issue. So first solution would be law, enforcement of stringent regulations. Now what is solution number 2? Secondly, educating the people about the hazardous effect of trash and organizing public awareness campaigns to promote green consumerism. As the name suggests, green consumerism is, promoting eco-friendly products, would show a positive impact in tackling this problem. So the first solution is the enforcement of strict regulations. Second one, educating the people. Okay, so then how to prove this? Again, I have to write a survey. So this has shown to work in Africa. That means I'm showing that this method of spreading awareness against environmentally unsafe products has shown to work in Africa, where such programs resulted in the increased use of reusable plastic. So people are not just using one-time use plastic or disposable plastic tins. Then awareness has increased, because of which at least now they are starting to use reusable plastics. Okay, so that the disposal rate is not so high. Then what is the internal conclusion? Hence, the government can play a role of paramount significance, very high significance, in solving the problem of excess garbage. Now have you seen the entire body paragraph is talking about the solution. So this is how it has to look. Although there are various causes for the inflation of waste, this problem can be alleviated by the government if certain measures are taken. Firstly, strict enforcement of the law against the use of plastic products can mitigate the severity of the issue. Secondly, educating the people about the hazardous effects of trash and organizing public awareness campaigns to promote green consumerism would show a positive impact in tackling this problem. This has shown to work in Africa, where such programs resulted in an increased use of reusable plastics. Hence, the government can play a role of paramount significance in solving the problem of excess garbage. Again, I am giving you let's say 5 more minutes to write this body paragraph, and your 5-minute time starts now. Two minutes up. Three minutes up. minute. Thirty seconds. Okay, so that is the end of the 5 minute time. I hope you have the body paragraphs written by now. We would love to see what you have written. Now let's move on to know how to write the conclusion. So conclusion should exactly be the similar one as the introduction. So never include any new ideas in the conclusion. Just rephrase the given statement and say what you have written in the body paragraphs, and that would be an excellent summation. So now let's see how to write that. To recapitulate, that means I'm once again letting the reader know that I am summarizing the points. To recapitulate, this essay discussed that overpopulation coupled with the increased use, surged is nothing but increased, surged use of environmentally unsafe products and consumerism are the causes for the rise in the quantity of domestic and industrial garbage. It was also justified that implementing stringent regulations and spreading awareness among the people against non-friendly products can lower the extent of the problem. So I have briefly highlighted the main causes and the main solutions to tackle this problem. So I hope you have understood how to write a good body paragraph and a good conclusion for this essay type problems and solutions. But again, once again, I am telling you guys, if the question demands you to write 2 problems and 2 solutions, you have to follow that, else you would be losing marks in the factor called task response. So practice using the strategy and the structure that I have given you. And guys, if you like this video, if you have understood and if you found this video helpful, do leave a huge thumbs up on this video and share it with all your friends, because sharing is caring. So we might be helpful to other students as well. And don't forget to check out our latest videos on our channel World of English Exams, and do subscribe for the latest updates and ring the bell icon if you wish to see the latest updates delivered straight to your YouTube page. So till I see you with the next video, thank you so much for watching this, and happy preparation guys.